Hi, I'm Keith Overall, President and CEO of the Downtown Rescue Mission, coming to you with a weekly update. Today we have with us my friend Erin, and she's been with us how long?
Since October.
Since October. And what's it been like coming to the Downtown Rescue Mission? Tell us a little bit about that.
It's been exactly what I needed. I needed a firm hand and a loving heart. I come from a life of rebellion and doing what I want. So I have been here once before, but I chose to come back and start what I started back February last year.
I like what you said, a firm hand and a loving heart. Tell us a little bit about the firm hand. What does that mean to you about coming here?
Kara has been women that I've ran from all my life, but she's been exactly what I needed. She doesn't sugarcoat anything. She goes right for the heart. Right for the heart. It's exactly what I needed, and no nonsense at all. It's exactly what I needed.
So Kara, who's the director of our program,
Yes.
she's really firm.
Yes.
But she also loves you. Tell a little bit about how much she loves on the ladies over here.
She lives for the DRM. She loves the DRM, and she loves all the girls and the babies that are here and the children. I've never been loved quite like that before, ever. And there's times I don't know how to handle it. I know.
Yeah, it's okay. So tell me a little bit, if you can, what got you to the place that you wanted to come to the Downtown Rescue Mission?
I came to Huntsville, Alabama to visit my daughter, Victoria, and she threw me out. And I ended up homeless here in Huntsville. And somebody recommended another agency, but God was drawing me here. And through some homeless people, I ended up here in overnight. And because of Delora and her consistency with me and her determination, I came into the program.
So your daughter, you said, kicked you out. Mm-hmm. Were you causing issues there in the house?
Yes,
or?
I was.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What was some of the issues that you're having that brought you to your daughter's place and then brought you to the mission? What were some of the things you were dealing with?
I had a meth addiction and I had an alcohol addiction. It was deep and it ruled my life. My life was in the gutter, literally.
So even your daughter got tired of that lifestyle and said, you need to find somewhere else, right?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
And Huntsville PD came and actually took me to another agency, but there was people on the street and they said, I think you'd do a whole lot better at the Downtown Rescue Mission.
Wow. It's interesting how people on the street are recommending to come here.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that I always tell the folks that are listening to the stories is that what we focus on here in the mission is your heart. Mm-hmm. And what is happening here. And sometimes there's a void that we try to fill with the drugs or the alcohol. Mm-hmm. And here at the mission, we try to fill that void with Jesus Christ.
Yes.
How has that been relayed to you here at the mission? How do we tell you about Jesus Christ?
Christ was something I ran from all my life. All my life. I ducked, I hid, I ran away from. Here at the Downtown Rescue Mission, the teachers, Kara, Patty, yourself, you go right for the heart. And that's what has to change is the heart. It's not the mind, it's the heart that has to change, and then the behavior changes.
So you've been here a few months now. What's it look like for you, let's say, when you graduate, and what are your goals and dreams once you get past that point?
To obviously reconcile with my family, but to take what I've learned here and may go into another program, but I definitely want to go into some type of ministry. I don't know what that is. I'm still a baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're in the first step right now, is that right? Mm-hmm. And are you looking forward to getting to the next step?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so in the next step, you're going to start learning, more deeper relationship about Jesus Christ. And then as you progress along through the program, you'll get even deeper into Bible study, but then at one point, we'll look for you to have a job and some other things. And so, Are you excited about all that transition?
I am. I come from a life of rebellion and doing whatever I wanted to do. Getting back and being a productive member of society with Christ in my heart is a dream come true.
So, if you're talking to the camera today, and there's an Erin out there that's a young Erin, and they're in the same position you were in, what would you tell them today?
That life of drugs, alcohol, rebellion, living in darkness, day in and day out, it's a dead end. It's a dead end for everyone. But what I have found here at the Downtown Rescue Mission is life, a millionth chance, and a future, a hope in a future, definitely.
Well, we are so glad you're here, and we're looking forward to what God's got in store for you, and just the things that He's got for your future in your life, and we just can't wait to see what God's going to do with wonderful Erin at the end of the story, right?
Thank you.
So this has been another weekly update with Keith Overholt, and thank you, friends and donors who are out there. You're helping folks like Erin on a daily basis. We're at the Downtown Rescue Mission. We're helping changing lives with Jesus Christ. And thank you so much for watching. This has been Keith Overholt with the Downtown Rescue Mission.